Hey guys, what's going on? This is Quentin, aka Mr. CPMD, aka Mr. Crypto Pays Me Daily, and I am back. Today is Sunday, July the 13th, and I'm here today to bring you some really useful and important information about something new that just launched last week on the channel, and that is WeFi decentralized banking. All right. I think this is a super revolutionary thing that is just happening right now in this space. It's the first of its kind, the first decentralized bank, which will allow you to not only be able to go crypto from the DeFi banks and send those funds to more traditional banks, also be able to send your money from traditional banks into WeFi bank and convert that into crypto. So really cool how this is all going to be integrating. But not only that, there's also a debit card that allows you to spend your crypto. All right. And then there's a very unique opportunity to be able to earn from it. All right. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at the first few days, and then we're going to do a withdrawal live right here so that you can see it work. I have not done one before, and we're going to test it out. All right. Got to make sure all of that stuff works, and we'll show you what that looks like. So I want to also, a lot of stuff I want to pack into this particular video, but we're going to look at a lot of the different resources that are available at your hands, and then also give you some tips and things that you can be doing to help move your business. All right. So before I jump into it, guys, if you not have hit the subscribe button, go ahead and subscribe to the CPMD YouTube community. Also, turn those notifications on, right? I see some people are on right now. They have their notifications on. As soon as I went live, they got a notification and they hopped on. So make sure you turn them on. And if you have any comments, any likes, go ahead and drop that below. Now, also inside the description is a link for the private Facebook community. That community, we try to keep all the scammers and spammers out. So you do have to answer 4 questions. Please give some unique answers, because all of the bot accounts use the same answers, and you can always tell they're wrong most of the time, the answers. But a lot of stuff posted there on a daily basis that does not come to a live video. So a lot of the different Zoom presentations, Zoom calls, PDFs, all these different things, usually you can find them right there in that community. All right. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let me tell you guys, I've been having a crazy week with technology. If you know, it was about a week ago, I was doing some videos. I had all the problems in the world with the streams dropping. Friday, I'm just sitting here at my desk and not even touching it. The whole glass on the desk just shatters. Everything falls on my legs. I get cut up, all blood everywhere. It took me like 3 hours to clean everything up. So let me tell you guys, it's been, yeah, this just lets me know, because when things like this start to happen, I'm telling you, there's always a breakthrough that happens right after it. So there's going to be some really good stuff that's going to come with all of this stuff that's been happening. So, but we're all good. So yeah, let me jump into it. Let's go right in. First week, we were doing some presentations with many of you might know Dr. John Saktouris, one of the biggest networkers in the industry. He made a lot of money in a company that I was a part of about, I don't know, 10 years ago or so. Over 40 million, had a downline, over 700,000 people. He got hired on by the company. He is not an affiliate. He is not here building a team or any of that. But we did some presentations with him during the week, which were really good, really great presentations. We're going to continue those presentations Monday and Tuesday of this week. He'll be traveling. That link is in the description. That's 10 a.m. Central. It's going to be Monday and Tuesday. So if you want to get on those, Monday and Tuesday, the rest of the week, he's going to be traveling. So just stay tuned, and we might have something else available for you. But some really good Zoom calls. And, for the first few days, we've been kind of building and sharing this thing and getting people involved. And I wanted to first look at a withdrawal, because I haven't done one yet. And we always know, like, what's the most important thing, right? Are they paying? So we're going to do that. And I put a bunch of links in the description, guys. I know it's a lot of stuff in the description, but it's really, really useful information. If you just go through it, you'll see links for everything, literally everything. And the really cool thing about that is there's a bunch of information that can help you do a lot of stuff. So let me share a screen and let's just go right to this. Try to be as quick as possible. All right, so it does say I'm sharing. So I just came right into the sell point website. So if you are by chance wanting to share this with individuals and you want to get commissions, it's not required, right? You can definitely be a passive and a passive member and just mine the tokens, right? You don't have to share it. Of course, if you see the opportunity to share this, which I think is going to be huge, especially being that we're some of the first people to share this, and this is the first of its kind. I think there's a huge opportunity to share there and to be able to earn from anything that's commissionable from your card. So any of the fees that are generated, 50% of that gets paid back to the network. So imagine, there's people we saw inside of the WhatsApp community, uh, 300 people making over $2,000 a day. There was somebody else that had 14 people in their network, and they were making about almost $200 a day because of the spending and the fees that are being generated from people using the crypto debit card. All right. So just to kind of take a look right here, you can kind of see got some affiliates and some people coming in. I don't even know if this, let me refresh this. So yeah, just under 100 people here in the first few days. I mean, maybe 3 or 4 days of sharing this and doing a few calls. But I know this thing is going to get even crazier. But that's not the main thing right now. The main thing we want to look at is the withdrawal. All right. So right now, $318, not bad. So it's about $100 a day or so. So it's about 3 days of really sharing this thing and really kind of building it, maybe 4 days, but not bad. But let's just see how we withdraw it. I have no clue. I haven't done this before. This is my first time, just like it's your first time seeing it as well. Now, some of you may have already tried this. You may have already done it, and that's great. So looks like it's going to need a wallet address. Make sure that this address supports the Binance Smart Chain. So very important. You want to make sure you have a um, Binance Smart Chain wallet. You make sure you're using that network. So suggestion there, easy for that. It's probably going to use your MetaMask. I know there are other wallets that will support BSC network. I'm just going to use MetaMask. So let me just get an address real quick. Let me get on BSC. Let me see which one of these wallets I can use. Let's go with this one right here. All right. So I'm going to copy a wallet address. Let's paste it in. Let's verify the first 4, last 4. All right. So that's good. So it shows here that I have a balance of $318.71. So let's just pull it all out. $18.71. Platform fee $1.59. So there is a little bit of a fee to withdraw. And I'm pretty sure these fees are probably commissionable as well, right? They're part of the fees. So maybe this could just be just processing. I mean, the network fee would be really, really low on BSC. So not exactly sure, but very reasonable. That's not a crazy amount or anything of that nature. That's not even a percent. So yeah, definitely not bad there. About 0.5%, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, maybe 0.5%. So it says, I understand that this withdrawal will be made to the specified wallet, and I assume all risk for any loss of funds. All right. And let's click withdraw. Successfully withdrawn. And let's just see how quickly this happens. Let's get a refresh. So it does show 0. And then I'll keep an eye here on the wallet. Oh, there it is. It's already there. So that right there just lets me know that there was nobody pressing the button to get that withdrawal. So as you can see it right there on the top line, those funds are in the wallet. 317 is in the wallet. So that I love there, because that lets me know that that's a smart contract that's executing those withdrawals decentralized. It is not someone back there that said, oh, let me see this withdrawal. Okay, I see it. Let me approve it, hit the button and send it. That is not the case. Otherwise, it would not have arrived that quickly. I would guarantee you there's not someone sitting there that can do that quickly. So that is very important. That is a huge part of being decentralized, right? No human behind the computer pressing buttons. That all went directly to my wallet quickly. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you is that. All right. Now, one other thing that's really, really important, and I want to jump over to, we'll just go to the, well, let's do it in the Telegram, because I actually like the Telegram. Of course, as you can see up here, you have links to go to the web or Telegram. I think the Telegram looks pretty good. So I want to jump over there and I'm going to go to the bot and I'm going to open the app, right? The WeFi app. This is where you can see everything that's happening in the background, right? All of your mining, your rewards, all of this stuff. Now, one of the things that you need to do first, especially if you have purchased or if you've purchased some ITO, you want to make sure that you claim your shares of the ownership. So when I scroll down here, right here, there's this button that says ownership. You want to click it. And there's going to be a claim button. As you can see, mine says 0. I've already claimed them. You can see here the gift certificates that are owned. This is important. This stuff is going to be very valuable down the line. All right. So you want to make sure that you claim those shares. There's a little toolbar down here that's at 62.55%. And there's a total of 30 million ITO, 18.764 have already gone out. So there's not a lot left. But this right here, they talked about it this week on some of the Zooms. This is basically like shares of stock. All right. And there could be very, very, very valuable down the line. And so why not go in there and claim them? Because if you don't, somebody else is going to claim them and you're going to lose them. All right. So if you are buying ITO, anytime you do, you're going to have some available gift certificate shares there that you want to claim. Now, I know that we are going to have a training this week. I don't know the specifications of it. It could possibly be tomorrow morning, maybe shortly after our call, or they could do some small training in that Zoom as well. But I know there's some things in here like energy and how you can use that energy to reduce your fees for your card, right? There's also some vesting and staking that I saw back here. So all these things are, things that you want to understand and know about, right? Now there are a lot of resources for you to go in here and watch videos, and I'm going to show you some of that as well, because there's a lot of information that you can find just by going through, some of that information. So yeah. And I think actually what I'm going to do is take my commissions and I'm going to get some more ITO so that I can earn more of those tokens. Right. That's probably what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do that here just for time's sake. But that's probably what I'm going to do. So just want to show you this. This is clean. It looks the exact same. If you come over here and you go to the web, it looks the exact same. I have to log in and everything, but it's the same thing. One other thing, or the next big thing I want to talk about. Let's talk about this, and we'll get to I want to show you some other things as well. But the next thing is, yes, the bad news, and I wouldn't say it's just bad news, but if you are in the US, you cannot get a debit card. Let me repeat it. Right now, you cannot get the debit card. There's about 15 countries, only 15, that can't get the debit card. And yes, the US is one of those countries. Now, does that mean that you still cannot participate in the mining or sharing the card or all of these things? You still can. Here's here's the reason why I recommend that you still share and build. Number one, we will have a card by the end of this year. Hopefully September, October, but we've been told by the end of this year, we will be able to get the debit card here in the US. All right. So imagine you already have been sharing it. Maybe you have a lot of international team members or somebody that you introduces someone that has a bunch of people on the other side of the world that want the card. That means whenever we get the card and we go live, you already have a network built and you can start earning from those transactions. All right. So it's important still to share right now. But I got a little trick that might work. A little trick that might work. So what me and a few of the other leaders have done, and this is something I was supposed to do a long time anyway, and finally went ahead and just did it, but we are getting our Palau residency. All right. Our Palau residency. I put a link in the description where you can actually go and see what this looks like. So it's rns.id. That's the website. And you can actually apply legitimately to become a resident of Palau. All right. Now, the benefits of doing this, well, you can kind of see right here on the front, zero tax imposed for outside of Palau income. But for us, the biggest reason is we can now use that ID in residency to be able to participate in a lot of things that we can't participate in the US. So for instance, if I wanted to get a KuCoin account, possibly I can use that residency to be able to do my KYC. But in the case of what we're doing right here, we possibly may be able to at least get our virtual card with this ID. Now, this thing starts at about $248 for the first year. You can do more years. I think there's like a 10, 5 or 10 year or something like that. I just did it for a year just to try it out, see how it works. It'd be well worth it. Great money spent if it does work. But if we are able to do our KYC and at least get our virtual card, we can earn from our networks. I know a lot of the guys that are builders and a lot of the ladies that are builders, they have contacts all over, not just in the US. Most of them aren't in the US that are in crypto. All right. So to be able to earn from that network and all of the transactions and commissionable fees and volume, you have to have a banking card yourself, or you have to have a debit card. I'm assuming virtual or physical, and you have to pay that $3 monthly maintenance fee. All right. That $3 monthly maintenance is what keeps you qualified, and it's commissionable as well. Right. That's part of the fees that go back and pay through the network. But you have to pay that $3 to be able to earn from all of your network. All right. So in the process of doing that, hopefully we will know sometimes this week. Is that going to stop me, even if not from building? Absolutely not, because I already know we will get access to that card later in the year. Now, from all of the other things like the mining, right? If people are buying the ITO and they're mining, you are still going to be able to earn the tokens and your rewards from that, right? From sharing with others. But this is what a lot of the leaders are doing right now. And we're going to see if we can get our virtual card. You don't need a physical card, right? Virtual card would be fine. You can add it on your Apple Pay, or your Google Pay, whatever, and use it that way. And I'm perfectly fine with that, right? Most of us already have other crypto debit cards anyways. So if you're interested in doing that, the link for this is in the description. You can get your residency for Palau and then use it for a lot of different things, not just this, but I'm sure there's a lot of other things you can use it for. All right. So the next thing, let's take a look at the coin. All right. Coin market cap, man, it's up 2.97% on the day. It's at 43 cents. Not bad. Not bad. We've got 860,000 in volume in the last 24 hours, up 8.65% in volume. And if you're interested in the exchanges right now, Being X, Bitmark, and a little bit in Pancake Swap, but mostly it's happening in Bitmart. So if you're wanting to just buy the token, you can do that as well. Now, I don't recommend that. Why buy the token when you can buy the ITO and you can mine the token for the next 7 years? You can get paid tokens every day for the next 7 years. All right, tell me which one makes sense, and get the certificates. So it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to go and buy it from the exchange, but hey, you spend your money the way you choose to spend it. Now, some of the resources that are available to help you. All right. Number one, there is a link tree. So with this link tree, right, it gives you just a bunch of information. I mean, a lot of information. Let me click this first tab, Wi-Fi background and files to get you started. When you open this, it's a Google Drive that has all kinds of stuff. I mean, how to join, Visa cards. Look at this. Let's just show you with this. Here's the Visa card, 3 ways to earn, card purchase, card transactions, card monthly maintenance, right? And look at these just micro transactions that can just come in all day long from your network, right? And just adding up all day long. Who does not want to get paid all day long, right? There's the first 90 days to success, part 1. There's the global Zoom. So if you want the PDFs for the Zoom, investor mentalities, a little bit of training just on, how to build your network and your team, how to use SellPoint, and just more updates. So all of this stuff here is available. And look, it's been updated here as of less than a week ago. There have been some updates that have been made there. So really useful information there. You got videos on how to get started. When the YouTube channel, they've already made this stuff. It's already there for you. How to register KYC, apply for the card, how to deposit and withdraw USDT, how to buy ITO. I mean, and these are short. These are not like super, super long videos, right? But they're right straight to the point, and they walk you through the steps to do everything. When I tell you they have done just about everything they can to make this process easy for you, they've done it. It's there for you to use. So go through that YouTube channel. There's a bunch of videos in here. There's shorts. They've even got some short videos in here. I mean, just a lot of stuff. Go to WeFi Official. WeFi Official has a ton of videos. Most of them are in the short. Look at these. Just tutorial after tutorial. You can just go in here and watch, and it shows you how to do most of the things that you need to do. You also got keep track of your earnings. Of course, that takes you right into SalesPoint. Look at that, new affiliate. Somebody just joined while we were on this live. It was 99. Now it's at 100. Oh, and remember, guys, if you are serious about building this and earning commissions, you want to make sure you're getting all the commissions that you can, right? To qualify to get all commissions, you need to have at least $1,000 purchase of ITO. All right. So when you look at, let's see, where was it? Will it show me? No, not the raffle. I'm trying to think where. Well, I know I can go to the actual PDF, but let me just see if I can. No, it doesn't show it here. Okay, so let's see. It's in the presentation. So if I go back here, get started, global Zoom. It's important that you don't leave. No, not this one. It's important that you don't leave money on the table, right? So if you go down, an active investor. So, there's ranks here that it goes down. I can't remember. There's about 20 different ranks, I think, that you can go down to. But you can get 3 lines of rewards from everyone who is purchasing and mining in your first 3 levels, right? You want to make sure that you're getting as much of that as you can, right? And I know the $1,000 level is what unlocks you to be able to earn in all of those. So you want to make sure that you're not missing out on any of that because you did maybe 500 and you thought that you were going to get everything when you really needed 1,000, and you're cutting yourself out of some of the profits there. So yeah, we're gonna get some more training on that this week. I'm still learning it myself, but I did know that and remember that, and so that's why I made sure to go in there and do that minimum amount. And as you start to go and that volume increases, right, you'll start to see the percentages in here increase as well. So I know it said 9% energy rewards, right? So it's at the second rank right now. So it's at rank 2. And that thing is, as you climb up in the volume and it's qualified, that those numbers and percentages will go up. I do know that the magic numbers that you want to do 75,000 in volume inside of your team, and you want to have it structured out in 3 legs. And you can't have more than 40% in one leg. So 40, 40, and 20, right? And 75,000 total. That gets you to that magic spot where a lot of things start happening and you can get paid even more money. So again, still learning on that myself. But we do have some more stuff, documents and stuff in here that are available. Also, I did post the WhatsApp community. So there's a WhatsApp community that's in the description. All the stuff is really in there. All the documents, links, all that, you can find it right inside of that group as well. So and I think these are just the articles. Yeah. So there's some articles here that just have talked about WeFi, which are good. Forbes.com. That's a big place to have your name and to get talked about. So really, really nice and really big deal to have that. What else am I leaving out? 90 days to success, how to join. Let's look at the WhatsApp community. So if you come over to the WhatsApp community, it is WeFi Leadership. So if you come in here to WeFi Leadership, you'll see here was the person that only had 14 people. They made $180. 14 people. Not bad. Here's some people that did their residency. You got Spanish presentation. I think this is the full presentation. So there's a bigger presentation that is a little more detailed presentation that's available. It's inside of that group, and that link is posted. Here's a little bit more of the executive team. We only saw, I think, 4 or 5 of the individuals, but here's the entire team. All right. Some of the partners. So a little bit similar to the presentation that we were doing this week, that we were using this week, but this is a little bit more detailed, a lot more stuff going on in here than we had in the other one. Lowest fees, of course, 1.5% is the lowest for DO Bank. All right. So you can see some of the Google Pay and Apple Pay limits right there. So kind of see some of that stuff. I wanted to see if I could find. It talks about how to get energy. That's important. That energy is what helps lower your fees. And hopefully this week we'll get a really, really good training on that. So yeah, you can lock your tokens to be able to get that energy. This kind of reminds me of Tron, right? If you remember how we used to need energy for Tron, and we would basically like stake our Tron, and then it would give you energy to be able to do the transactions. Very similar concept here, and what they're doing with the token here. So yeah, this is Yeah, here's your vesting time, 3 months, 6 months. So yeah, this is some cool information. I mean, there's a lot of information. I mean, honestly, to learn. I mean, I don't expect anyone to learn it that quickly, but yeah, there was an event in Bangkok last month, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, so you can see that this one was done before. This was a little bit older presentation, but still some really good information in there. So yeah, all this stuff is available inside the community for you. You want to get into that group. Actually, the one that is available is, where is it? It's actually WeChain International, and I have it down in there for you. You can see the replays of our calls. Everything is in there for you to go and see. So WeChain International. All right. Let's see. Anything else? I think that is it. I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Let's see if we got any questions or anybody might have anything that they want to ask. Let me jump back over. Looks pretty good. Let's see. So we had Lynn's Rihari says, awesome. Yeah, awesome. Let me tell you guys, I mean, this is what I've been looking for. I'm so happy that this came at the time that it did, because I was just really done fooling with all of the risky gambling and rug pulls and just not paying here. And, there's some things that are just floating around right now that people have sent me. And I'm just like, how do you even touch it? If there's anything that draws a red flag for me, I'm not going to do it because I don't want anybody else to lose any money. I don't want to lose any money. I only want to build things. I don't care if it takes a long time to make a lot of money. That's fine. I much rather do something that I know is real, legitimate, that I can build consistently and earn consistently than trying to go into some of these deals and try to get rich in 90 days and end up losing money. So this is for me, the perfect opportunity for what I'm looking to do. So excited about that. I think I covered everything I needed. I don't see anyone else that has any questions. So I think we are good. So tomorrow, don't forget, Monday, 10 a.m. Central, 11 Eastern. That link is in the description. Only Monday and Tuesday of this week will we have that call. Now, we may have something else that gets announced, but for right now, we're only going to have those two calls. That's it, because John Secturis will be traveling, and so he's not going to be able to do the calls. So that's it really for right now. I'll keep you guys posted if there's anything big that happens this week. I'll let you know. Get plugged into all of the communities. Get all of the documents, PDFs, anything you need, right? Get you some ITO so that you can get some shares before they're all gone. Make sure to claim those shares, right? And if you're interested, you may want to sign up and get your Palau residency, right? It's definitely worth, the $248 it costs to get it, especially if we can get a virtual card, which I'm thinking we may be able to do with that residency. So that's it. I will see you guys tomorrow morning on the call. All right. Have a great afternoon and see you tomorrow. Mr. CPMD, I'm out. Peace.